Happy Father's Day to all relevant fathers, and a special Happy Father's Day to you, Keith Rowley. One of the main things as a father is to show to their children about honesty and not lying to persons. This is a character trait you seem to be missing right now, Keith Rowley. Keith Rowley, I am sending this as a video to you specifically because I did something similar about the same matter just yesterday, but it was a document, and I know you don't have time. You will not have time to read because when you were Prime Minister, you spent 4 odd days on the golf course. Now you'll probably be spending 6, but you still have time now to be making more comments as a person who was retired than someone who when you were Prime Minister and we couldn't see you or find you. You made a comment a few days ago accusing persons of being liars. No, Keith Rowley, you are the liar. I am bringing this out once and for all to show to the public what actually transpired as it pertained to the meritless and firearms. 1. Keith Rowley said that he had a document and that he was forced to give it to the Police Service Commission because it was so damning, full of different things. But you had this since March 2021. And in August 2021, you decided to give it. Why did you sit on your tail and have this document under you for 5 months and you did nothing? Tell the country that. If it was so serious, why? Is it because by August you realized there was a commissioner of police that refused to be intimidated and to be influenced in any way to arrest political opponents after $42 million was pumped into the police account? 2, you were then so foolish to state that the National Security Council decided to launch an investigation. Probably that is what you wanted. You wanted a police state. Keith Rowley, you are so clueless. The National Security Council does not have investigative authority. Only the Commissioner of Police, the Police Service, I should say, or the Police Service Commission. So for you to say that you launched an investigation, it shows that you are clueless, but you felt that you wanted powers that you could not get. 3, you are a liar. I am calling you out today, Keith Rowley. You are a liar. You stated that you got a document from an authorized investigative body. That is a lie. There was a committee, an audit committee, that was agreed upon by the Police Service Commission to look into firearm issue. And in that audit committee, for there to be a report, everyone has to sign it. One individual of a whole committee can't sign it. You can't have a subcommittee report from a committee. So to say that you got a document from an authorized body, anytime there's an investigative body dealing with a matter, it must come from either like Special Branch, the SSA, the SIU, or an investigative body. If it was an audit committee, the whole committee must sign. So you got a document, a piece of paper from an individual who spent 6 years, by the way, picking up suitcases when ministers arrived at JFK. Give that to you, and you decide to say that that is an authorized document of a secret report from an investigative body. That is a lie. That is similar to any citizen sending a piece of paper to anybody, and you decided to use that to make a lie to state that it was from an investigative body. So I am calling you out and telling you never got any document from any investigative body, an authorized body, that you gave to the chair of the Police Service Commission. 4, why it is you decided to use President's house as a post office to drop that? Why didn't you send it to the police? You know why? People will know if they send documents to the police and make a report and the report is false, you can be charged for wasting police time. 5, the Police Service Commission resigned in disgust because of it, because they never wanted to suspend anyone, and they knew that the report was worthless because it was not from an authorized body, because it was not signed by all members of the committee. And by the way, the same person who gave you the report, lo and behold, he became director of the SSA. Strange enough. That is what you are, Keith Rowley. So when it is you want to accuse people of lying, you need to look in the mirror, because your comments have been false, misleading, and it is because of you and the most pathetic minister in the history of Trinidad Tobago and Fitzgerald Hines. You all went out of your way, and it was because of you all that your government collapsed. Because it was the same action by you all that you went people going out of their way to destroy the characters of others, be it Earl Christopher, Roger Best, Brent Thomas, Pastor Brown. That is what your previous government did. Lie about people to destroy them and discredit them with no evidence, no documentation, no witnesses, no data, nothing at all. But the more you say the same lie over and over, hope that people will believe it. I stood up to you and I exposed the fact, because after 4 years, all of the lies pertaining to firearms, not one person convicted, not one person charged, not one person arrested, not one person even questioned, pertaining to all the lies of the audits that you all claim that you all did. So Keith Rowley, when you want to call people a liar, you need to look in the mirror.